What's up, Mostly Mob? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Mercedes, and today we're doing a little introductory get to know me Q&A. I hope you guys are excited because I know I am. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and say hi in the comments. Don't be afraid. Also, I asked these questions on Instagram, so I'm going to be taking the questions that you guys asked from there. So if you haven't already, make sure to go check out our Instagram, and that way in the future you can ask whatever questions you'd like and just to stay up to date in the future. But yeah, I'm so excited. Let's get into it. So the very first question was, where are you from? So your girl is from Michigan, little mitten state. I've lived here. So I lived here from when I was born until I was about 7, and then we actually moved to Virginia from the time I was 7 until I was 14. We moved out there with my mom's husband at the time, and we actually had my little sister out there. It was so cute. We liked it, but it was hot. Okay, it was hot out there. Um, when they got divorced, we actually moved back to Michigan when I was 14, and we've been back here ever since. I love it here, but there are times where I do think about moving out of state just to get out of the Rust Belt and I don't know, just for warmer weather sometimes, because summer here is great, but winter here is crazy, okay? Super, super snowy. We really haven't had the worst weather lately, but I digress. So, off of that, since I'm from Michigan, have you ever seen all the Great Lakes? So I will say 100% Lake Michigan all day, every day. That's like the closest beach to us. It's about 40 minutes away from us. And it's beautiful, you guys. It's really, really nice. We usually go out there at least a couple times in the summer, but I would like to go more, not gonna lie. And then honestly, I was gonna say I don't think I've been to any other Great Lakes, but I have been to Mackinac Island, that is at the top of the hand, and Mackinac Bridge actually connects both the lower peninsula and the upper peninsula. And Mackinac Island is right next to it, and it's technically in Lake Huron, I believe. So I have been there, but I've never been swimming in it, but I guess that counts. So I've been to Lake Michigan, I've been to Lake Huron. I would love to see Lake Superior one day. It's cold, but I hear the fishing's great and stuff. And then Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. I think Lake Erie isn't technically touching Michigan, but there's still cool places to see. So no, I haven't been to all, but it is a bucket list item for sure. Okay, how old are you? First of all, okay, you don't ask a lady her age. No, I'm just joking. I am currently 28. I'll be turning 29. I'll be turning 29 in October of this year, which is 2024, just for future reference. But yeah, your girl, I feel like I'm living it, okay? I feel like I'm still 17 most of the time, to be honest. But yeah, I'm 28. So another question was, when was your first job? So my very first job, okay, let me backtrack. I used to do a lot of babysitting and a little bit of lawn care kind of stuff, like here and there, little bits and pieces when I was younger. Just a way to make 10, 20 bucks for the night, for the day, whatever. But my very first job was actually, I think I was 17. I was either 17 or 18, and I worked at, it was called Metron of Lamont, and it was a nursing home, and I worked as an activities aide. So, actually, funny story, my mom worked the same job for years out in the city that she moved to, and she loved it at the time. Okay, she absolutely loved it. I know she had so much fun, and she bonded with the patients so much. I know she loved it. But anyway, she put me on to this job. It was in a whole different city, so it was a whole different one. But yeah, I worked the same job as my mom technically. But yeah, I was an activity aide, and so pretty much we had a little calendar that we had to go by, and we try and round up as many people as possible. and get them to do events and to do like fun games and just to get them moving and out of their rooms. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. There were definitely some characters there, and I don't know. Sometimes I think about going back just to see like who's still with us, you know? But probably won't. But it was a nice job. My boss was nice, and all the people were pretty good. And then after that, I actually quit that job to start working at Grand Rapids Community College. So that was the first college that I went to, and that was nice. I actually started working as a statistics tutor. So math. I was a math tutor. It was a lot of fun. I'm actually a little surprised that I got the job. I did really well. I finished that class with an A, and then it was like an entire summer without like looking over any information, and I actually had to take a quiz on it, and I was like, ooh, like I feel like I didn't do so great, but I actually did, and I got the job, and I went on to help quite a few students actually. I think most of the time it was like one on one. I'd help them like, I'd help them with like all the different stuff. We'd go over homework, we'd go over like stuff that they had to practice on for tests and whatnot coming up. It was fun. I think at most I worked with like three girls at one time. They were really sweet, and that was a really fun time. After that, okay, during that, I actually was going to school at GRCC, working as a statistics tutor, and then after, I would actually go to a whole other school where I was training to become an EMT. So that's an emergency medical technician, and I didn't work on like the ambulance specifically. I actually did events, so concerts, community events, large halls like event halls, and what else? I did football games. I did like middle school, high school games. I did everything, but the concerts were definitely the funnest. I would say we got to walk around. We got to like hang out and watch the concerts, and we just literally waited for people to get hurt or to get sick. And most of the time, I would say most of the time, our nights were really chill and nobody really had any issues or any problems. Every now and then, or every now and then during the night, things would get crazy, especially, I'll just say it, country concerts. Y'all know how to drink, okay? So that was like one of the biggest things with country concerts was um dealing with drunk people. It was so great. Just joking. It was fine. We I did have a couple more serious like calls and stuff, and it was nice not to be fully because the job is really hard. It's a lot of pressure, and it is a lot of like intense pressure, thinking on your feet. So I'm glad that I got to do like the chiller side of it, but I still definitely, it was work, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, those are the main jobs that I had. I actually stopped working as an EMT when COVID hit, actually. So that was my literal, like, what do you call it? My intermission, I guess you could say, my interlude. I went from doing that to, I feel like all of us were kind of home alone, playing video games, maybe catching up with our friends that way. And that's really what inspired me to start streaming was I needed to talk to people. I needed to like have community around me. So that is how I switched over to streaming, and I've been doing that ever since, and I really love it. I really have a lot of fun with you guys. So if you guys haven't already, not to advertise, but I mainly stream over on Facebook Gaming. But yeah, this is our background actually. I don't know if you guys like this more or if you like it different areas of the house. Let me know. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Facebook Gaming, mostly Mercedes. Catch me sometime. We can have some fun together. But yeah, so that's been my little career journey. I've really liked it. I really don't have any complaints. My going in off of that also, did you go to college? Where did you go? I went to GRCC, Grand Rapids Community College, and I got my associate's degree there, and I actually transferred to Grand Valley State University. I was gonna say community college, but that's not right. So yeah, I transferred to Grand Valley State University and I got my bachelor's degree there. And I was actually working towards my master's as a physician assistant. But again, COVID hit, a lot of things in my life changed or I wasn't able to do. So we are where we are. And I love that we are where we are. This has been a really great experience. So, come hang out with us sometimes on play. Um, then, do you have a boyfriend? Ooh, you guys want to know the details. And how long have you and your boyfriend been together? So, yes, I do have a boyfriend. We have been together for so long. We've been together for 11 years. It'll be 12 in December. It's quite a while away, but it's been over 11 years. We actually got together in 2012. I was actually still a senior in high school when we got together. And a little funny story, but I actually moved in with him like 2 or 3 months after we officially started dating. So obviously we hung out, we talked a bit before we started dating. But yeah, I moved in really quick. My mom actually moved from where I live right now to a city like 30, 40 minutes away as well. And my plans were to go to college in Grand Rapids. So moving where she was just was not a viable option. And thankfully, him and his family were so welcoming and they treated me like family and they let me move in and we've been together ever since. It's honestly really crazy. So maybe we'll do another Q&A on relationship advice or like stuff like that because I've been in it, all right? I've been in it since I was young, my little high school sweetheart. I've been in it for all these years. I'm literally 28 now. Like, I got some experience, y'all. Got some experience. Yeah, so do you have a boyfriend? Somebody asked, what are your hobbies other than streaming? So, other than streaming, I really love to read. I kind of lost my passion for reading for a bit. I won't even lie about that. I read when I was younger through elementary, middle school, high school. I read everything I could get my hands on. I love things like, I hope it's not basic, but Harry Potter, Twilight, The Hunger Games, those type of genres, fantasy, fiction, mythological stuff. I really, really like that. Lately, I don't know if y'all have heard the hype, but ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses, that was a really good one. I am currently reading a series called From Blood and Ash, and it is so good. There is a series that I'm working in right now, and then there's like a prequel series that is intertwined, so the world's intertwined. They're so good, you guys. I love the romantasy, romance, fantasy, war, good defeating evil type of stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's what I've been into. Other than that, I love Netflix and Hulu. I like to binge watch stuff. I am dying, absolutely dying for Bridgerton season 3 to come out. I am so excited. I actually, in December, I spent that entire month reading the Bridgerton book series, and it was so good. So I cannot wait for season 3. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Colin and Penelope, it's gonna be so good. Anyways, but yeah, those are my main hobbies. I also really love going for walks, and if I had more access to water, I would be swimming all the time. Like, I tell Mason all the time that I would love a pool one day. Like, and I will be in it every single day, okay? I'm a little fish, a little water baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see. We got a couple more. These are a little bit more generic. What is your favorite food? That is so hard. Okay, my last two questions are favorites, and I have such a hard time with this because I I have such a hard time like making decisions. For real. My favorite food, I kind of want to say pasta just because you can have different types of pasta noodles, you can have different types of sauces. Um Pizza's good, obviously. What do I love though? That's what's so hard. What do I love? I won't lie, okay. Meats, I'm gonna say chicken. Chicken over beef any day. Fish is a good contender. Um, Gosh, I don't know. What would I order? Just anywhere. I don't know, you guys. I'm gonna have to go with pasta. Okay, let me know your favorite food down below, and if you're as, I want to say impulsive, but that's not the right word. I have a hard time making decisions, whatever that word is. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So last but not least, what is your favorite music? Y'all, I have a ton of different genres that I like. It really just depends on my mood. It depends on how I'm feeling, what I'm doing, you know. I love it, and hate on me all you want. I love country music, okay? I absolutely love country music, especially 90s, 2000s. Same with like pop, hip hop, R&B. Give me that 90s, 2000s feel. I love it. Um, what else do I like? Okay, I'll tell you what I don't like. The only thing that I will not listen to ever, is heavy metal and screaming music, okay? Like screamo or whatever you call it. Just, I don't want you yelling at me, okay? Please stop yelling at me. I just want to enjoy it. No hate to anybody, obviously. If that's what you like, enjoy it. I just don't want to be screamed at, okay? But yeah, I really prefer country, hip hop, pop. Obviously some current music I'm into, but I don't love it as much as like 90s, 2000s. You know what I'm saying? That's probably something every generation goes through. Like the music that they grew up on is probably their favorite. You know. But anyways, you guys, that is the end of our Q&A. I appreciate you guys so much for sticking around, listening to me. If you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments. Also, again, check out the Instagram, follow, leave me some questions there next time it comes around. I am planning on doing these pretty often, maybe once a month, maybe a little bit more. I just want to be able to let you guys stay up to date on my life and ask any questions. I'm gonna try to do like themed ones for a little bit just so we have like kind of a topic to talk around. And after that, we'll probably just do like keeping up, ask me anything type of stuff. But I appreciate you guys so much. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with me and subscribe to the channel. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! A little introductory answered questions of Q. No.